right? Every religion, Christian and all other religion as well, like they say, love your neighbor as yourself. How you can love your neighbor as yourself if you think you are separate? It's very difficult. And there is the whole life of kind of trying to love your neighbor as yourself. And it's only possible when you see that there is no you who is even trying to love the neighbor, and there is no neighbor, and in a deeper sense, right? Then it's become very easy. Because if there is no separation, the love just reveals itself. And it's only love and sympathetic joy, compassion, nature. And also this method of direct pointing is not new, nothing new. It was in the Christian tradition before. They call it via negativa. You look for what is not, and what is left is. Instead of trying to figure out this and this and this and bring this together, look for what is not, and everything else is. So non-duality comes with the question, who am I? And it takes a long time to bring the pieces together. Even though I spoke in Sedona meeting, I spoke with somebody who was in non-duality for a long time, and through that question awakened. And the way he told me, I saw that, yeah, this is totally valid. It just took him 40 years. So who am I is a very valid question. It just implies that from the beginning of looking, there should be someone there. Some who, some what, or what am I question, right? Who or what is supposed to be there, and I am looking for that. And it's become like a riddle, like a koan. It's like a really nice koan actually, and it seems like this seeking, the search is very natural for the human embodiment, for the human organism. Just like doing physical work, it's like very natural for the human organism to do physical work. It seems like spiritual search is just the same. It's very natural to do it. That's just noticing. So 20-40 years of search, when you're not seeking anymore, seems like, why should it even be? But then, why not? We work all our life, we have a job. So spiritual seeking is just like having a job. Otherwise, we would do something else. It's like an activity which humans do. And it seems like very natural activity for the human mind to do, searching. And then comes the time when, for some reason, like some other movement arises, of ending that search. Like feeling like I can't do it anymore. I remember from Gurdjieff way, it was emphasized really this intentional suffering and conscious effort. So conscious effort is actually this applied effort to practice. And then it seems like there is kind of like maximum of that you can do, and then something like and snaps. So that was the way in Gurdjieff teachings really kind of go all the way until it snaps by itself. So I guess in non-duality is the same thing, right? That question, who am I, who am I, who am I? All these headaches, I can understand, yeah. I had the same. I was not in non-duality, it doesn't matter, but the same question. And then it snaps by itself. It can't be different because no one there solving the problem and no one there understanding this, right? It just was movement in this way, like trying to figure out intensity of building, and then snaps. It's all energies. No one there who is looking and solving the riddle, and no one there who is suddenly see clearly what is. On the way here, I was listening to, I really like this song of Leonard Cohen, There For You. He wrote, if you don't know, Leonard is a long time spiritual seeker. He was in Zen with Sasaki Roshi for a long time. And then he went to India and met Ramesh Balsekar. And that part of the journey I don't know much, but even the fact that he was so many years in Zen with this masters of masters, and then he went to India to this guy who was pointing in a different way. So I watched the tape of Ramesh and was interested what he's doing. And he is actually pointing to that there is no doer. That's what we do, pointing that there is no doer. And we don't need to go to India anymore, because so many people already saw that there is no doer, there is no self who live in this life, who is doing all these activities of the body, of the mind. It's just activities of the body and the mind. That's all it is, right? So many people saw that already, and some of them can translate this experience for other people to see too. So right now it happens that I can do it, but some time ago I saw all this, but I could not give it to people. So I just was exploring my own scene. And then I started to talk to people, and I saw that it works. So great, then whatever works, right? So I was listening to the song of Leonard Cohen, and it starts like, because he probably was sitting in Zen in a retreat, in a session, and the song starts like this: when it's all went down,